Good afternoon, Sarah. The sun is getting a little bit low in the sky, but we do have this rather delightful stone cottage. It's located in one of the prettiest little valleys in the area,
Yeah.
leads directly to the Zezere River.
It's not really a
And
cottage, it's actually quite large.
well, yeah. It's more of a house than a cottage. I do agree with that.
That's good.
I would like to say at this point, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel, and look up PP Property and find out all of our social media. So if you're buying or selling a house in Portugal, we should be your first port of call.
Yeah, I've got lots of clients. I need houses. So here we have, it's very, very private, obviously. But you're the first house in the village. So there's a village up there and there's a village up there. You just get the luxury of being in between the two. There is actually a stream coming down on the edge of the boundary. It crosses over, and actually this piece of land here also belongs to the house. So this is where mains water was put in, and I think I can even hear the water running. Can you hear it?
Yeah, no, I can hear it very clearly. It's gushing along. Is that stream? It does run most of the year, this, doesn't it? If not all the year.
Yeah, it's not all the year, and we have a hot summer now.
Yeah.
But
I'm not sure how well.
see it. Oh, a second.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, Stefan blind.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So this is obviously a good area for parking if you don't want to use the driveway that's been put in, or you want to use that
Yeah.
something else.
But this is a nice place to do a little plan of the house.
Yeah, the stone looks lovely, glistering in the sun there. The shadow's just coming down. Obviously, these used to be doorways. You see the old wooden lintels here.
Yeah.
And on that one.
Yeah.
And those two. Yeah.
Should we go and have a look at where the water comes down?
Because you'd have to gather it in the winter, but you could have some sort of deposito here that stores your water.
Yeah.
And then you could have a pool or a pond here in the summer if you wanted to.
Yeah, let's talk about this piece of land just here.
But it's flat and it's very close to the house. And here, oh, it's so nice to hear the water.
It's yeah. Basically, you could utilize this and store lots of this for irrigation purposes, swimming pool or whatever you wanted, really, couldn't you?
Yeah,
I mean,
you
that's
have
the
a really
view.
big tank there if you wanted to.
That's the view up the land. It goes up to those eucalyptus, doesn't it?
The land is large
Yeah.
and up, but with a bit of imagination and landscaping, it could be amazing. And once you're up there, you actually I'll go up onto the first terrace at least, where you probably see the orange tree there.
Yeah.
You'll realise it's wider and fatter than
it looks
thing.
here.
The terraces are quite wide, but it goes up, and then there's a track that goes through it, and there's a little bit of land on the other side.
Should we go up to that first terrace, have a look?
We're now at the top of the land, so where we mentioned the track coming through, well, actually it's the tarmac road.
Yeah.
Coming through the land here, you can see, well, I can see, I'm approximately on the boundary here.
Yeah.
Because if I'm to cross the road...
There's a little track there, isn't there, you were going to mention?
Yeah, it's an old track. I'm to cross the road, I'm in line with that courtyard and telegraph pole. You can actually see down there. The light might affect you a bit.
Yeah, it might affect me a lot.
I probably can't see. So,
yeah.
But you can get a sweeping view of the valley where we come in.
Yeah, and it is worth a sweeping view because it's just absolutely gorgeous.
I mean, there's absolutely no way even anyone can hear that. You can't hear that road, can you?
Oh, no.
So what is a benefit is the fact that you've actually that's the highway. In fact, it's just been made free.
Yeah.
So you also, as well as being close to Cabassos has an exit or an entrance onto the highway.
Yeah.
So you've got really great access to airports.
Coimbra, half an hour.
Yeah.
Lisbon, an hour and a half.
So obviously, I mean, this land, the owner's never done anything with this land, but this obviously had a track going through it.
Yeah.
And if it was cleared, you'd probably find another track because it's still going to be there.
Yeah.
And again, just as an example, here, for whatever reason, I have no idea, it has a flat bit. But you could just imagine that with an excavator, terrace, 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 and the same here.
Yeah, you could do some nice stuff here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I mean, up here, oh God, you could put teepee or.
Yeah, you could, but I mean, you know, you're just off on the hippie trail again, aren't
Put a wooden cabin everywhere, we will. Yeah. So looking down here, I mean, it is hard to tell because of the bracken.
you? Yeah. Yeah, no, it's overgrown, but wouldn't take a lot of clearing.
No, the owner will have it cleared. I've already checked
Yeah.
that with him.
Yeah.
Someone's interested because I said it's a slight stumbling block. But also, it's worth mentioning that if you get the town hall to come in, you just join with the town hall and
Yeah.
the forestry division, and they are actually very economical and very quick. The restaurant, the Zezere, this is owned. We thought we'd give you a quick shot of it because it's actually my favourite restaurant locally.
Yeah.
They've come from Switzerland. The food's really good, and we just thought we'd show you. It's literally 5 minutes. Unfortunately, we're just in the shade, obviously in the summer, when the umbrellas are out and everything. But it's really beautifully done.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna show because this is so lovely. There's 2 outside eating areas, isn't there?
There is. We could go round. Do you want to go round the back?
No, we'll go through the rest.
Show him because it's just
Yeah.
just a little quickie. I just said, do you want to
Yeah.
come and say hello? I don't know. They might be being a bit shy and hiding in the kitchen, or we might have. Yeah,
Right.
she's here. Boom.
Obviously, it's got the two
Two
bathrooms. No, I know that. I'm just showing.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, it's cool.
They're very nice bathrooms. So here is the restaurant proper.
Come and see Isabel. See. Vegetable. Okay. So we've got a lovely fire going on. She's trying to escape there. Whether
Yeah.
Isabel, she's going bright red, bless her. Just sort of thought of being in the video. So she's run off to the kitchen with her husband both hiding in there.
Lovely, lovely selection of wine.
Oh, it's a really nice restaurant.
We should labour on that. I think I do like wine.
Yeah. It took us ages to figure out the picture. And
Is that fire thing new?
It's new.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I've
not seen it before.
It's a nice one, isn't it?
Yeah, it really, really is.
Just to show you, this is the Zezere restaurant.
Can we just show the back bit? Because that's really nice as well.
Lucky black cat.
In the summer, we usually eat outside, don't we?
This heavy door. What's
It is a heavy door.
Oh, there's lots of cats out here. Quick, I better shut that door.
I before the cats get here. Hello.
There's usually a bird out here.
Nice.
But maybe this way, maybe. I think. Let's just show you. So
it's showing it all, Sarah.
Hey, pretty cat. Oh, I could get some lemons.
Yeah, but it is a lovely
spot.
Lovely spot to dine.
Yes. So
decent views. So
right. So yet again, I'll say goodbye. Okay.
Ciao.
We'll do it downstairs first because upstairs is more.
Yeah, we'll do downstairs first. Yeah.
Because this needs finishing off, and this is the scope of what you can do with it.
Yeah.
You do have to point out that it's not too small for someone really, really tall.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, it begs itself more of a family home and putting a staircase down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you could raise the height of that, but it would be a bit of a pain.
Once you're in, it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't touch the actual ceiling, so it's a little bit lower than your normal standard. But so what's happened here? It's already had a French drain put in. Oh, I've got cobwebs. All around to stop any damp, and there's air vents.
Yeah, which appears to be working, doesn't it?
Because a lot of the time this isn't done in the houses that have the land behind them, and it causes lots of damp problems. But it has been done here. It's all behind here. Okay. Yeah. And upstairs, there's a gap between the wall and the terrace. I
mean, you can see what the stonework's like. Obviously, there's the fuse board, which Sarah's left open. I'm panning around here just to show.
You've got a really large space here.
No, it's huge, isn't it?
Yeah. You
Y-
could simply separate it into 2 more bedrooms with a corridor running along there, bathroom,
Yeah.
or put stairs up wherever you wanted. When you see upstairs, you'll see what makes more sense.
Yeah.
But
Stairs will eat some of the room, but there's still plenty of room for 2 en suites down here, isn't there?
yeah. Oh well, yeah. I mean, this area here is this is a very large, nice bedroom, just with
Yeah.
the one door there, because this is a big space. So you easily double bed there, lots of space.
All built-in wardrobe. Yeah.
Yeah, and bed wherever you want
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
live.
Yeah.
You've got an enormous bathroom. You can put wardrobes here.
You could actually. Yeah. That's
The
true.
bathroom's in large, really good size.
Yeah. Full bathtub.
Yeah, full bathroom. So the house has never been lived in.
Yeah.
Okay. This is obviously the sliding door here. So the house was renovated, so it had a new roof. It had all of this wood replaced and the tanking done, like the French drain.
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And then it's never been lived in. So there's a husband loves it. Wife likes the house she's already living in. So the work was done, but it's ready for this part to pretend into whatever you like. It would make I think it'd be nice to put it all together into one house, but you could
Yeah.
easily have 2 rentals.
Yeah, you
In
could.
proximity to the river.
Yeah.
You can people who want to go canoeing,
Yeah.
fishing enthusiasts, loads of fishing spots down here by the river.
Yeah.
We might even pop down and do a little shot of the river afterwards if we've
Maybe.
got time.
Maybe.
Right, so should we go upstairs?
Yeah, we can. I think we have. Yeah.
And then we'll show you the terrace. You have to go through the kitchen door. Don't hit your head down. There we go.
Yeah, it's low, but it's not actually that low.
No, it's only the doorway.
Yeah.
Also, it's important to note that they did have this drainage put in here as well, so there was no problems because the Tamara came and did that, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, the town hall fixed it all.
So we've come down just a little bit further down the road, more or less to the other end of the village, just so that you can see how the river. So it's this where it flows into the Zezere, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, obviously, and wider.
Yeah.
And there are actually there's tracks which I've never done. I always wanted to do when I had a Jeep, and for some reason I never did it. There's a track up there, and it goes round, and there's a track down there as well. And also, it's worth pointing out that just at the house at the far end of the village,
Yeah.
there's a track that goes, a walking track, and it goes up to Dornish. And it shows you, so Dornish is by Zezere. It's a bit like 7, 8, 9 kilometres or something. It's quite surprising. I don't know why we haven't walked that actually.
No.
We should find out. So, tourism-wise, there are various things here that are good for attraction. We're going to show, but it's very peaceful. It really is very peaceful. We haven't had a car go past. Quick, we've got to stop shooting before one does now.
There is a truck. There is a truck behind you, though.
Yeah, but he's about to go and have fun off-roading. He's farming.
Yeah. Yeah, there's actually lots of agriculture in this valley, isn't it?
Valley.
Yeah.
Valley.
Yeah.
It's I mean, if you came here,
People are growing. Yeah.
Okay, you can't. But
Yeah, a little allotment. Yeah.
But it's a little allotment, and they've got their vines along there, and all along here, there's allotments either side of the water.
Yeah.
In fact, just further up, there's 2 people tending their land, aren't there?
Yeah, and this is just really, really quite close to the house, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just the other end of the village.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So yeah, get this angle again.
Yep. Very pretty house.
It is a very pretty house in a very pretty valley, isn't it?
Yeah, guttering is in. No, I should have swept the floor. Don't look at the floor. Okay. So then you come in here, and it's different.
Again.
Different again. So it's a nice wide hallway, isn't it? And of course the ceiling is amazing.
Yeah, I'm just making a couple of camera adjustments. Yeah, the ceiling is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Again,
Insulated.
still can't remember what those joists are called, where they with the V shape. And I meant to look it up after the last house we did had them, and I still don't know.
No, we said we were going to not stop.
Yeah. Now, if anybody knows, please leave in the comments below.
Yeah. Yeah, some retailers. Okay, and the stones are beautiful.
They are. Yeah.
They are lovely. So this double or single, but double, so Portuguese size
Correct.
bedrooms. They're not the
Three-quarter.
biggest of rooms.
No. That's a good size. It's a good size double.
Mind you, if you interlink downstairs,
Yeah.
you'd probably have that big down ensuite, wouldn't you, as your master bedroom?
Yeah, probably.
Because it'd be cooler in the summer anyway.
Yeah.
It always makes sense in the summer, and in the winter you'd have heating on because you'd have a burner there.
Yeah.
And then this is, I mean, to me, this is just the lounge.
Yeah. Views out onto the valley.
Yeah. I possibly should have cleaned the windows. But yeah, considering no one's ever lived in here, it doesn't smell damp, there's no problems. And here, although it just looks like bramble at the moment, you can see that there's a gap, which is why we don't have a problem with damp here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to try and get a shot of that, because it's roughly the land.
I'll put that on the
Oh, okay.
No, go on then.
Hold it up. I mean, we're here, obviously.
Yeah.
And the land goes up, and there's a track that comes through it. It's just a forest track.
I think we've got that, haven't we, on file?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll put that in the video.
Somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, open plan to whatever you want. There's the air vents again. They're very important in the stone houses. People a lot of the time don't have them. It's lovely and wide here, and they kept the seats, which is very sweet. So there's two sets of showing seats there.
Well, what do you call those?
I
I think they're love seats or something.
Yes, that must have been.
Again, there's nobody actually knows the proper name for this.
It's the second time we've said
Yeah,
now that we don't know the name.
Leave it in the comments. But yeah, so the sun's sort of blocking that a little bit, but yeah, it's lovely views of the wooded valley all around, really, from pretty well from wherever you look.
So here we've got another room, very similar size to the previous one.
Yeah.
Again, if you're putting your bedrooms downstairs, then these would probably just be opposite. I mean, if it was you and I, we'd be opposite, wouldn't we?
Well, okay, size bedrooms, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's your bed there. That's why the lights, the plugs are there. So, and then your kitchen. Now I've turned the lights off because they were going to mess about with the cameras. So
Yeah,
dark.
We've got tube lights.
The kitchen's all new, and do you know? I knew I could smell something. Blimey, that's a good job. I noticed that.
Yeah, hot plates plugged in.
Why has that not happened before? And I've been to this house. Anyway, okay.
Somebody must have come and used it.
Anyway, right. A bit distracting, but I knew I could smell something burning. I was getting a bit worried when I was stood in that bedroom. If I looked a bit vague, that's why.
Yeah.
So I could smell it. Right, so the drawers are all soft closing. Everything's brand new. It's not been used.
Yeah. Apart from that hot plate.
Apart from the hot plate, which is slightly confusing me.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure. But anyway. So you've got a lovely open plan kitchen, room for a table chair, and then you've got your bathroom up here.
Yeah.
Which has the shower in it. The downstairs has the bathtub, upstairs has the shower. And then we've got a little area.
I'm just going.
Yeah.
Go rushing off.
Sorry.
She does like to rush after Sarah.
Oh, because when you come out.
Yeah, very modern hydro shower, as you can see.
Probably never used.
Bathroom, it's a decent. Yeah, I don't think anything's been used, does it? Not really.
No. So if you stand here and look back down the cottage.
Yeah, you get a.
Now I'm calling it a cottage.
More of a sense of size, yeah.
You get the
Scale
of it. Yeah, it's really nice.
I mean, it is big. There's no getting around it. It's a big space. And a very lovely space.
And
So
then
yeah,
here,
let's
we've got a bit of a sun trap. So this area, they made the wall and they concreted here. But of course, that area there could be. So it's very easy to put al fresco dining out here.
Yeah, for sure.
Now we can go to the terrace. Now we've actually come the right way around.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine adjusting.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, these stone walls, I mean, were put together
Yeah, I was just looking
a
at that
long
one.
time ago, weren't they? And they're just fantastic.
You know, patterns on them as well.
Obviously, this is a
Right, just don't fall off.
concrete staircase that's been put in.
Yes, actually, there's the terrace walls. I honestly don't know if there's more terrace walls or not. But look, you can see here, all along here. Yeah, and of course, it's a bit overgrown. Ow!
I mean, let's make a fantastic.
Actually, yeah, there's a stone wall here as well.
Yeah.
It just needs uncovering.
Yeah.
It's actually quite a bit, ooh, sorry, wider than you think.
Yeah, no, let's make a lovely garden, wouldn't it?
And you can just carry on.
Recreation area.
We know a very good excavator man who's just given us a quote for it, which is a really good price. And he just come in and put this into big terraces for you. And you've got land that you can use.
Don't tell him it was a
You
good
could
price. He
easily-
watches our videos.
Sorry?
I said, don't tell him it was a good price.
I know, I was
He
just
watches
thinking
our
that.
videos.
You're not putting it up. He won't be watching. Oh, I'm going to fall over. Hang on. Okay, I need to reverse.
All right.
I can't see what I'm standing on.
Sarah is reversing.
Sarah is reversing. Right, I'm okay. Don't you reverse anymore.
Okay.
Okay, so, I mean, if you wanted to come in here and do agriculture, you've got sort of 3,000 and something square metres of land,
Sure.
and you can easily terrace that.
Yeah.
You've obviously got water that you can, you don't have a well, but you can capture a huge amount of water just throughout the entire winter
Oh, yeah.
and then use it for your garden.
Yeah, the roof is brand new. Obviously,
It's
it's
great.
been renovated completely.
Yeah. Insulated.
Needs a little bit of finishing here and there.
Depends depends what you want to do with it, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'd just like to mention that again.
One of the things we haven't mentioned is about the location. I think we'll show you a little bit of the river, but there's also a campsite down there where there's a cafe and a restaurant. Now, the restaurant's definitely open all through the summer. I'm not sure it's open all through the winter, but you can hire canoe boats there. They've got a zip wire down there. So, and just on the other side where there's a barrage, what do we call it? And
A dam?
Yeah, the side of the dam, there is a sort of an island, which has got a restaurant on it, and you have fishing competitions.
Oh, I know where you mean. You just mean the marina, where we go for lunch, where we had the barbecue and
Yes,
everything.
yeah.
It's just a marina. It's nowhere near a dam.
There's a dam further on.
Much further on.
Okay, all right. But then if we go the other way, and then that leads up into Figueiredo's Vinhas as well.
Yeah.
So there's two different ways to come here. And then if we go the other way, we're really only 10 minutes from Cabassos. So you get this feeling of tranquility.
Yeah.
But literally 10 minutes to Cabassos.
And the Zezere is what? 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Location-wise, you're great. You're probably 20 minutes to Ferreira.
Yeah.
Alviatra is probably 15 minutes. Cabassos is the closest. It's literally 10 minutes.
Okay.
Got a weekly market and all your basic stuff, small supermarket and stuff.
Yeah.
What else was I thinking about? Oh, I know. I was thinking about the fact of downstairs that while Paul was doing the photographs and I'm wandering around, that really it would make two enormous. Some people love really, really big rooms. You could have two really good size en suites down there with a stairwell, or you could have three, or keep the one and have two smaller ones. But it would make really good sense.
Yeah.
When it's hot, downstairs in the stone houses is where you want to be.
It could be a 4 or 5 bedroom house, couldn't it? All in all.
If you keep the sizes up here, you can have 3 downstairs and 2 up here, and yes, of course you could do that as well. So it's really quite versatile. I think that's probably us summed it up, isn't it?
Yeah.
So thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe. And you don't get many of these houses anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
we've got loads
Keep
of stone
saying that.
houses. I know, I know. I do. I mean, we're getting more are coming to us.
Yeah,
But the exposed stone houses are now quite hard to find.
they are
Of
hard
course,
to
you can
find.
buy a house covered in render and take it all off again,
Yeah, yeah.
and you've got a stone house. But anyway, okay, thank you for watching. See you next time.